Alright guys, it's BLM here. We are back with more Life is Strange Before the Storm, and we're continuing off right where we left off. It is the next day. It's been a day, so I don't really know what we're doing. I believe we just fixed the car, right? And are we waiting for Rachel Amber? Is that what we're doing? But yeah, it's been a day since I recorded, but we're continuing on. Hopefully I'll finish episode 2 by tonight. That's what I currently plan. I'm not that tired right now, so I feel like I could do it. So we'll see. Okay, so that was the third graffiti thing. We did miss the first one, but I'll go back and do that on my own time. Okay.
Does your truck look like an aquarium on wheels?
Okay, that's weird. It just turned on out of nowhere. So. No, I didn't mean to do... Ah, shit. Did I just continue on? I have to honk the horn. Yay, copyright claim. Which I've been like getting copyright claims on this Let's Play pretty much like every other episode. If not, actually I think it's more. I think I've gotten 5 out of the 8 episodes so far. So that's funny. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter. It is kind of annoying just to keep on seeing, like, getting a fucking email saying, oh, you've got a copyright claim on the video. But still, it is what it is, whatever. Again, I'm not making money off this, so it shouldn't matter. It does annoy me when they block it, and like block the video in certain countries, which has only happened, I believe, twice now. Or 3 times, actually. I believe one of the Life is Strange videos is blocked. The original Life is Strange Let's Play. Like, all the ones for Before the Storm are just, they just have ads on it, but I believe one of the Before the Storm, or sorry, one of the original Life is Strange episodes is blocked in, like, a whole bunch of, like, Pacific Islands for some reason. And, one of my Game of Thrones Let's Play episodes is, like, blocked in every country except for the United States, which is funny. And then, I have another video that's blocked in certain places, but I forgot which one it was.
Shit. I slept all day.
Clay Planet. Oh,
what
that's lovely.
The hell?
I actually don't remember this. I really don't remember this, actually. Which again, it's kind of strange considering I've watched 2 Let's Plays of this in the past, so you'd think I would remember it, but I really don't remember this. Who is that up there? Yeah, it's William. Okay, that's what I thought. So this is all dream then.
Dad? I wonder if it burned like this the day it happened.
Okay. What's that? What does that do? Oh, so we're gonna do what he does? Should I just accidentally continue the story? Okay, I hope I did. Yeah, I'm trying not to continue the story.
What are we doing here?
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, today I was listening to what was it? It was a interview, Cory Barlog. That's his name, right? Barlog, whatever. The creative director of God of War. Listening to an interview he did, like an hour-long interview he did with IGN, and it's kind of made me rethink my position on the God of War narrative. It's something that I really want to replay God of War now, because it's really made me think about a lot of things. I feel like on the replay, I will like it a lot more. I still don't think it will be my favorite game of all time or any bullshit like that. Really, even my favorite game of this generation or anything.
Amazing,
But
isn't it?
there are some
can't
things
look
that
away.
I do think on the replay I'll like a lot more,
Sure.
especially now considering I know what to
Don't
expect.
pretend
Now I know what
you're
the
not
story
mesmerized
is.
too.
I feel like I'll like a lot more on the replay of God of War. So I would like to do that at some point. I don't know if I'll do it on the channel
You're
or
so
not. I'm
drawn
thinking
to it, you
probably
don't even
not.
realize the danger.
I don't feel like there's much of a point of doing a
Danger?
replay of God of War on the channel.
Fire blinds us, just like darkness. But darkness blinds with absence, with loss.
What does
Especially
fire
anytime soon.
blind
But
with?
I don't know.
Beauty.
Oh yeah, I finally did watch the secret ending. And that should have been the real ending. I listened to the interview and I get why they didn't make it the real ending, because Cory Barlog was talking about how he wanted there to be a secret ending, because he always liked it as a kid whenever there were secrets in games, and he wanted there to be one in this game with
Be careful.
that. And
Careful of.
I get it, but I do feel like it's a more satisfying conclusion to have that as part of the main game. But it is what it is. Oh, I do remember this now. Yeah, isn't that really fucked up? The fact that the crow or whatever is like chewing off his face. Okay. Yeah, because if you don't know, my overall thoughts on God of War is that it's a brilliantly made game. However, I do think the narrative to me was a bit disappointing. And then part of that is because I had my expectations really high, and I was expecting to be a massive, grand story, and end up being a more contained story.
Hasn't anyone ever told you not to fall asleep with a lit cigarette? You could start a fire.
Yeah, because you're one to tell, or one to talk.
So, are you gonna invite me in? Or what?
Of course.
I love giving rides to strange drifters. Hop in.
Thanks.
Okay.
Damn, you've been busy.
It's nothing. Just some junk I found lying around.
A rainbow towel? A freaky red light? That is dark.
Too dark.
Perfect dark. Chloe.
Again, that is
this
a game.
Incredible. I can't believe you found us an escape vehicle already.
That's the hope. But it doesn't exactly drive yet.
You'll figure it out. And while you're
Yeah, I
at
did
it,
play some of The Witcher
we're
3
also
earlier
gonna need
today
some
too.
money.
Not too much,
You
like
know,
only like an hour.
buy stuff.
But slowly getting my way
Car
through that.
and money. Anything else
Getting
you'd
through
like?
all the side quests and stuff.
Luckily, there's no rush.
Still a lot to go. Again, I do
No
want to do
Blackwell.
all the side stuff before I do
Holy
New Game
shit.
Plus on the channel. I
That
do plan on
wall's
doing one at
mean.
some point, just
I'm
it'll be
so
much
sorry.
further down the road.
I can't believe
Especially
he
because it
actually
looks like
assaulted.
I'm going to be
Why not? No
potentially
reason to prolong the inevitable.
I'm going to be away for a couple
It's
months
definitely Blackwell's loss.
next month.
You covering for me was amazing.
Next month, and I am for
I don't
June
know
and
how to
July.
thank you.
Potentially.
Whatever.
It's not set in
You
stone
tried to cover
yet,
for
but I
me,
might
too.
get a summer job
Tried and
that
failed.
requires me to
I guess we
move
know
for a
who
little bit.
our liar is.
And if I do,
Or maybe
I
my lie
won't
was
be
the
able to
one you
do
wanted to
videos on the
believe.
channel for a while. So
At least Wells has no idea
that's
what
something.
really went down with us
we'll
last
see if
night.
that comes to
Shit
fruition or
got
not.
Pretty wild.
If it does, then yeah, we'll just take a 2-month break or so, and then we'll be back. To be honest, I could record even obviously during this, but it's just gonna be more of a hassle more than one, because I'm not gonna have, like, I'm going to be living with other people who have different schedules and stuff, and it's just gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to figure out like how to record, when to record, that sort of thing. So it's like, I don't feel like that's, I just feel like it's gonna be too much of a hassle to really find the time to record, so I don't think that's going to be happening, but I guess we will see. Alright.
Rachel, that was more than pretty wild. You went absolutely nuts last night. What the hell were you thinking?
I was angry. I didn't expect the whole stupid park to go whoosh. But now you're in on it too. Accessory after the fact. Unless you tell on me, of course.
I'm no snitch. I'd be way happier going to jail than having to live at home with Dictator David. He announced his plans to move in this morning.
Oh, Chloe, that's awful. I'm so sorry. You know what we both could use? Therapy.
Therapy.
You start. Kick back and tell me what's bothering you.
Well, Doc.
I don't know, whatever.
I've been booted from school, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about it.
You mean how to cope with your feelings of anger and disappointment?
No. I mean, how to express my feelings of intense joy.
Just to be honest, I
you
was
might
saying
be
earlier
taking
how
this a
this
little
is my
too
favorite
low?
episode out
You
of
tell me.
this season, and I still think that's true, but I do think my opinion of this is kind of going down. I don't know, like some of this stuff's like
no one's ever
kind of
told you that
boring in
before.
a way.
Touché, Doc.
Well, I'll talk about
There's
everything.
this dildo with a mustache who's been dating my mom, and now he thinks he's moving in with us. How do I stop him?
That's a hard one. I'm not sure there's really anything you can do.
Then what the hell am I talking to you for?
Just because you can't stop him doesn't mean you don't fight back. The resistance begins now.
All right.
You're going to need a new nickname to mark your enemy. What have you got?
Step douche, right?
He's, step douche. Because he's inserting himself where he doesn't belong. Also, he's a douche.
Poetic. May I also suggest stepladder?
Why stepladder?
Why?
Because he climbs on your mom every night. Ew! And pretty soon, they'll be stepping down the aisle.
What the hell kind of therapist are you?
Sorry. It's called shock therapy. Highly controversial.
Okay.
So, my new friend, who everyone thinks is perfect.
I was also looking at the
something
thumbnails for these videos. It's kind of annoying. Like,
last night.
that all I've gotten are Chloe and Rachel thumbnails, like
This
from
perfect
YouTube,
friend
the
of
randomly
yours,
generated
who
ones.
I'm assuming is also an
So it's
exceptional
kind of
human,
irritating.
Sounds like she may have
I
been
mean, I
inspired by
would
someone new in your
prefer
life.
to have other
Someone
characters
who
as
is also-
thumbnails than,
Yeah,
especially because it's like 6 out of the 8 I think so far are Chloe ones,
Perhaps this friend of
and like they're
yours,
almost all
who,
in like the
I
same
reiterate,
pose and
must
everything
be
too. It's
just
like kind of
stunning.
annoying. It's like
Needed
I want
someone
more
who likes to
diversity in
show.
my thumbnails.
How to steal wine from yuppie picnickers?
How not to give a fuck. Because she was tired of having to give so many fucks all the time.
That makes sense. That was actually somewhat therapeutic. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure delving into the mind of Chloe Price.
And now it's your turn. Tell me all about what it's like being daughter of Arcadia Bay's most famous scumbag.
It sucks. Too blunt?
Sorry. I do that sometimes.
Nah, I'm just...
Oh, another thing, I did finally watch The Disaster Artist. which is one of the movies from last year that I really want to watch that I still hadn't. And that was fantastic. It was really great. I think it's
Of course.
probably my second favorite movie of last year. It was really, really good. I think it slightly edges out Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I think Logan's still my favorite. To be honest, Logan's either number 1 or number 3. And as of now, I'm thinking it's number 1, but to be honest, if I really thought about it, it's probably number 3 behind both Disaster Artist and Three Billboards. But still, all 3 great movies. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Just talk about whatever.
You ever tried picturing what Principal Wells does? When
But
he's
yeah,
not
the
in
more I'm
school?
catching up on
I
movies
see,
from last
like,
year, the more
a
really
bed
good
covered
movies
with
that there
teddy
were.
bears, and he's tying a little necktie
I think
around
like
each one.
years like
That's
2016
weird.
was like kind of a meh year for me.
I'm a weirdo.
There wasn't that much there that I thought was that great. I mean, like, it's kind of a year, like, to be honest,
Do
it's
you
kind of
think
just like,
There's a point when you've been acting so much that you don't even
like
have
what
your
I
own
think of like
personality anymore?
2014
You're
as a
just
year in
whatever you
gaming,
think other
where it's
people
like there's a
want
lot
you to
of
do.
like good movies, but there's no like
I think you have a personality.
great movie. There's no like all-time great film
I
in
wasn't talking
2016 in
about
my
me.
opinion. I mean, there's like
My dad
Arrival,
doesn't
which is
really
really good,
exist.
but again, not,
You saw
not
him
really one of
once
my
as
all-time
Elvis.
faves.
The whole thing is a performance.
There's like La La Land, which is
Now
again
I'm
a
starting to
well-made
feel
film,
like
really good film.
everything in my life is bullshit.
And same thing about like Moonlight is another one that's like all great
He's still
films,
my
just
dad.
not really like
How
in
can I
my
make
upper
sure I don't
echelon
end
of
up like
films.
him?
And there was Your Name, which I just recently watched and I really liked, but even that, like I even though it's a really great film, it's not really something I would consider like a worthy movie of the year sort of thing. But I don't know.
You couldn't be like him even if you wanted to.
Oh, sorry if I'm not really
Aren't you
paying attention to
awesome?
the game right now, but I don't know, there's just a
The
couple
fact
things I
that
just
you
want to talk
believe
about.
that makes me feel better.
Like, I don't talk about film as much in these videos. It's
Shit.
usually more so
It's
gaming,
conflict
or
free.
obviously because we are
As
playing
if my
games.
life didn't have
But,
enough drama in it.
I'm also
Love.
really, really into film, even though I've been
you're
kind
never
of taking a
supposed to
break
tell an
for the
actor
last,
good luck before a show.
I don't know,
How is telling
year
someone good
almost. I
luck
think like
bad
I've been
luck?
definitely been slowing
You're
down
supposed to say,
how fast I like
"Good."
how fast I watch movies.
That's
There's a
dumb.
period like from I would say 2014 to 2017, early 2017,
thinking
where
that
like
after the show,
I would watch like
maybe we
20,
could
30
go do
movies
something.
a week.
just you and me.
Which obviously
Something
is a lot.
criminal.
I actually I don't
Criminally
think 30.
fun.
I'm more like 20. But either way, it's
I
still a lot. He's like there was a period where I was
Wait,
like I just
you
was
forgot
like
your bag.
rushing through movies, just trying
It's
to
for
watch
you.
like every movie I could.
Just a little survival kit for
Um,
your new life on the lam. Drive safe, Chloe.
And now it's to the point where I've watched most movies that I would like to watch outside of new releases. There are still some older films that I haven't watched. I still would like to at some point, but oh, now we're getting the headquarter stuff. So obviously this was Chloe and Rachel's headquarters, whatever, like their hideout for in Life is Strange.
Time to
Got a text from Mikey. Okay. Got a thing from Rachel.
check out Rachel Amber's mystery bag.
Well, let's hang stuff around then. Okay.
It's time to talk about the elephant in the room. This
And
elephant
did a
fucking
decent amount of writing
is-
today too. Actually, we'll turn this off. No, even if we turn it off, it. Oh, there we go. Because I would rather have the least amount of copyright claims on my video as possible.
This place is the shit.
I assume there's a
like
graffiti thing in this
My
part because there was
gentle
something about hideout,
fortress
right?
Of solitude.
But yeah, I also got a lot of writing done today. Which that was nice. Okay, really? That's all we did? We just put it down there for some reason?
The cutting edge in junkyard security technology.
Oh, is this where I put the graffiti? Alright. Oh, this is where I put Chloe was here and stuff. Cool.
It's important to mark my territory for all future Junk Shack visitors.
We just got a text, didn't we? Oh, maybe not. Oh no, it was telling us that we got the photo. Duh. Okay. So what's next? Shopping list? I think that's about it, right? Okay.
A bag full of clothes.
Yeah, because there was a story that I was writing a while back. I mean, it's a story that
Guess
I
I need
created when I was a
those.
kid. However, I recently decided to actually go ahead and write it. Okay, well,
Nothing like an abandoned shack.
Try
in
on
the middle of a
clothes, is that what we're
junkyard to
doing?
Make a girl feel like exploring a new wardrobe.
but yeah, I actually wanted to start write. To be honest, I don't know how to write it though. That's the problem. Like, I don't know if I should write as a script or if I should write it as a novel. And originally I wrote it as a comic book, and there's certain reasons why I didn't continue on, and I kind of stopped once I realized that it's like I want to plot everything ahead first. While I wrote a good chunk of it, I kind of wanted to okay, what should I wear? Let's look at bonus outfits. I guess let's do the hot dog man one, just because why the fuck not? Did we have to change clothing? Probably didn't, right? I wish this was an actual hot dog suit. That would be amazing. But again, it would just be so fucking weird to see Chloe interacting with people with a hot dog suit on. Okay. Oh, we can actually. Oh, this is the second time we've done this where, like, I didn't realize we could just stop. Okay, there we go. Got a thing from Frank. Oh, he's at the junkyard. How lovely. Okay, so this is where things go to shit then. Hang that. But yeah, it's something I've been I wrote for a good 9 months of last year, and then decided I wanted to go and plan ahead and stuff instead. So I stopped writing and then started plotting everything out, because it's pretty long, the story itself. And something I really respect out of writers is something that, like, when people literally plot things really far ahead. Something like someone like Oda, who obviously writes One Piece. He's a writer I really respect because he foreshadows things so far ahead.
That's the woman we saw with Rachel's dad.
How lovely. And then
Weird.
even Cory Barlog, reading I'm watching his interviews. It's really cool because he keeps on talking about how there's so many hints for future games within God of War that people aren't really going to pick up until years down the road when they play the sequel and the game after that and stuff like that, where they're going to go back to the first God of War, I mean the first God of War 4, the newest one, and think, oh shit, that was foreshadowing and stuff. So I'm that's something I really like in storytelling, is obviously the use of foreshadowing and stuff, and having things planned ahead. Not something why I love Lost. Lost is a perfect example of doing something wrong,
like
where
piss in
they
here.
just made shit up as they went. And that's the way most stories go, because obviously they don't know if they're going to be picked up for a sequel or have a future book or whatever. They don't know the future of a franchise. But
Get my notebook price. Then we'll
again,
talk.
the thing I'm writing though is more so for myself than if it ever gets released, then cool, it gets released and it does well. But I'm really just writing it more so for myself than anything. Because again, it's an idea I had since I was a kid, and might as well write it out.
Fetching things for Frank. How low can I go? It's always hard to tell what Frank's thinking.
So is this where the shopping list thing is?
Fight the power.
Sure. Yeah, plotted
Sorry,
a
Frank.
good chunk of it today.
I didn't know it was
I
your idea
always
when I
had
wrote
it, the plot for the first half of it done. Like I knew what I was doing there, but I wanted to plot literally everything out. So I started like I went through my original outline for the first half, corrected certain things there because a lot has changed. The more I think, oh, there's the graffiti. I don't know, whatever.
Got it.
But yeah, started getting past that now, so that's fun. And yeah. Again, not that, like, again, I don't plan on ever releasing this. I mean, if I do, then cool. But I never actually plan on actually releasing this, but
Frank got a puppy.
we'll see how it goes. Again, I just don't know, at this current point, I just don't know how to actually write it, or like what format
Rachel
I
the
should write it
therapist
as.
would have a
If it's
field
better to
day
go
with this.
for, because the thing is, I think a comic book or a graphic novel is like the best way to do it in terms of the type of story that it is, but the problem is that it's gonna be something that's harder for me to release. While it's easy to get, like owner,
Jeez.
like I was like through like
That's an
Image Comics or like
expensive dog.
other random comic places, like you can like have content, creator owned content or whatever, like released pretty easily. But the thing that I don't like about comics is that, one, I don't know how to draw, and because of that I would
Don't
need
mind
to
if
have
I do.
help with someone. I would need to hire an artist, and that would mean I have to share credit, and I don't want to share credit. That's essentially what the problem is.
Balance
I want all the credit to go to me, and that's why I stopped writing it as a comic, just because I feel like, again, I can't draw for shit. So I mean, it pretty much forces me to have to go on and share credit with someone else for the creation. Like, I mean, like, obviously, like, if I made it like a game or something, obviously there are other people involved, and that's fine, but
Even drug
I
dealers
want to
need
be the
reminders.
center of attention, essentially, if I ever do release this. Like, it's like something like God of War that just released. Who is everyone talking about God of War? They're talking about Cory Barlog, the creative director. They're not talking about anyone else that worked on the game. It's essentially he is the main guy with the vision. Yes, there are other people working on it. Yes, there's other people that brought ideas to the game, but he is the center of this, like, the main guy behind the narrative and everything, or at least being looked at as the main guy, and that's what I want. Okay, let's go back here. And like with something like comics, it's like, I guess like the writer does get more credit. I think. Oh yeah, here's Pompidou.
Hey there.
Yeah, there's
It's
Pompidou.
okay, little guy.
I got a little Pompidou. I mean, come
Oh
on.
shit! Pompidou, get up here!
I mean, like with Saga, like the
You little
Brian K.
killer.
Vaughan comic that's going on right now, which is a really great comic, by the way. If you haven't read it and you're into comics, read it. It's fucking great. But mind you, I haven't read it recently. Like, I haven't read past book 6, I think, or volume 6, whatever. But yeah, like Brian, I mean, again with that, it's like a lot of people talk about like, oh yeah, it's Brian K. Vaughan, even though it's drawn by Fiona Staple, but still, it's like, I don't know, I just don't like the idea of having the, like when it says created by, it's like, I don't like the idea of having it say like created by like multiple people outside of me. So it's a part of an ego thing, but also I don't know, just yeah, it's something I've had the idea since I was a kid. It's like, it's something like I want it to be mine no matter what. Like, I would rather it never be released than having to share it with, like, share the credit with someone else. So That's just the way it is.
Is this what I think it is? Glad I paid that off.
Let's see who's on here. We go to 175. Stella owned 150. And now she owes another 100. Drew owns $1,000. Everyone else we don't know, do we? Okay.
Time to find out what Frank wants to discuss.
We're already 30 minutes in. Okay, we're probably gonna end the episode here. Yeah, I can't believe this has already been 30 minutes. But okay, we'll end the episode here. Next episode we'll continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.